Healthy Lifestyle Crib presents 7 Things Wise People Never Say. Now, let's begin. Number 1. I'm a smart person. Intelligent individuals never brag about how smart they are. They don't brag about being the brightest bulb in the room or the smartest person they know. They have no need to boast about how smart they are, therefore they don't. Everyone they encounter is immediately impressed by their intelligence. Also, they have no need for external confirmation of their intelligence. Someone who constantly asserts, "I'm a smart person," may have low self-esteem. They seek approval from others for their level of intellect. They want other people to think they are as smart as they claim to be, but they don't really believe it themselves. Smart people don't boast about how smart they are, rather, they emphasize how little they know. Spend your entire life studying, yet you still won't learn everything there is to know about the world. Some things are just beyond the ken of human knowledge, and even the brightest among us readily concede this. There is a consistent message being conveyed by the world's most intelligent people. They make incredibly humble claims about their IQ. Because they know they still have much to learn, smart people seldom boast about their intelligence or their achievements. Number 2. It's not fair. I'm sorry to break it to you, but life isn't fair. The situation has never been or will ever be equitable. You can put your heart and soul into something for years, but it still might all come crashing down one day. What do you think? No. But that occurs on a daily basis. Smart people never whine about how hard the world is. If something goes wrong, they don't moan and groan about it. They have no sense of entitlement. Since astute individuals are aware, setbacks are unavoidable. Almost nothing will go as to plan. The majority of your endeavors will end in failure, but that's okay since that's what makes life so exciting, unexpected, and worthwhile. You can never be successful until you make a mistake. Intelligent people don't moan about their setbacks but instead figure out how to overcome them. They wonder, why didn't things go my way? After reviewing their failures. Why didn't you tell me what I was doing wrong? What do I need to work on? Someone who waits around for good fortune to come their way is setting themselves up for disappointment. They might wait for opportunities they believe they deserve for the rest of their lives. Meanwhile, bright individuals make their own luck and grow from setbacks. Intelligent individuals never cry, "It's not fair," when they encounter setbacks. They put in extra time and effort because they know that if they want something, they'll have to earn it. Number 3. Everyone else does it. People with intelligence tend to think for themselves. They don't take orders well or pander to others. They deviate from the norm in a significant way. Intelligent individuals, in other words, don't care much about being well-liked. They pay no attention to fashion or any particular brand. On the contrary, intelligent people place a premium on their uniqueness. They don't try to disappear into the scenery or conform to the norm. Intelligent people want to make their own decisions, so they raise their voices and draw attention to themselves. They enjoy looking at things from their own angle and are proud of the fact that they have distinct preferences and viewpoints. This goes far beyond label-conscious fashionistas. A person's intelligence level is not a predictor of their willingness to voice their ideas. They don't want to sound like everyone else, so they don't believe in everything that's trendy. That doesn't equate intelligence with dissent, controversy, or debate. It indicates that they give things some serious consideration before accepting it as true. They do their homework on the concepts they champion so that their judgments are well informed. Intelligent people don't just follow the latest fads, they set them in every part of their lives. They forge their own way forward. As they do so, they come to question the notions that are taken for granted by the majority of the population and come to form their own set of values. A widespread practice doesn't automatically make it the best option, especially if it's harmful to some people. Number 4. You can't change my mind. It's common knowledge that smart people would come to their own conclusions, yet, this doesn't make them inflexible or closed off to new ideas. Intelligence often comes with surprising openness to new perspectives and views. There is widespread insecurity about the beliefs that people embody. They don't always know what they're talking about. There are also occasions when people are terrified to be wrong. It doesn't matter what side of the argument they're on, they approach it with the same level of intransigence and superiority. They have the fixed notion that anyone who disagrees with them must be either wrong or incompetent. But the reality is that they are too cowardly to acknowledge the flaws in their reasoning. They are afraid that if they give their ideas too much scrutiny, they may crumble. The smartest people are the ones who question their own assumptions. They take the role of the opponent. To get a more complete picture of their views, they read literature that challenges them and admit to their own limitations. To fully comprehend your beliefs, you must examine them from several angles. You can't comprehend your own ideas if you refuse to acknowledge their shortcomings. What this means is that adaptability is crucial. There is no undeniably correct viewpoint or set of beliefs. To discover what is true for you, you must adjust your way of thinking. An opinion is a valuable thing to have. It's good to have strong opinions and defend them, but it's just as crucial to be able to see things from other people's points of view. Because knowing what you don't believe in is the key to knowing what you do. Number 5. I don't care. The smart never respond with, I don't care. They are always eager to learn more and pay close attention to what others have to say. That's why knowledgeable people can hold their own in discussions on topics they know little about. Every subject, whether familiar or foreign, presents some sort of barrier, whether intellectual or emotional. Learning new things is thrilling, refreshing, and motivating, especially for bright and capable people. In doing so, they are looking for clarification on a number of issues. They make an effort to fill the knowledge gaps and tackle problems they don't fully comprehend. But that's not the only reason smart people steer clear of expressions like, I don't care. Such apathy is not only detrimental to your relationships but also to your intellectual development. You tell your friend, I wasn't listening, or, I couldn't care less, after they tell you a story. Idle curiosity. How does your indifference impact those around you? Indifference reveals a lack of compassion. The inability to listen to another person shows a lack of empathy. You're being insensitive to someone who's trying to get in touch with you. Intelligent people are naturally compassionate, so they make an effort to hear others out, form meaningful relationships, and invest in those they encounter. They pay attention and ask follow-up questions if you tell them a story. If you want to discuss a difficult concept, you need be prepared to stretch your mind and learn something new. The antithesis of intelligence is apathy. Simply put, those who aren't interested in listening also aren't interested in learning. Number 6. I can't do it. Does the phrase, I just can't do it, sound familiar? We're seeing a lot of folks raise the white flag. They accept failure as a given before making any attempts to succeed. They have already resigned themselves to defeat. People often fail to realize their full potential because they are too scared to take on the challenge at hand. That unease originates from a mix of worries. For some, the prospect of failure is paralyzing. Some people are terrified of either success or failure. Their inability to overcome their fears leads them to believe that failing is their only choice. Once you convince yourself you can't accomplish anything, you almost certainly won't. When you mentally give up, your performance will decline and your prospects of success will vanish. The smart among us tend to think that they can accomplish anything they set their minds to. They are neither conceited nor innocent. They don't consider themselves superior in IQ, physical ability, or preparedness to anyone else, but they do have faith in their own capacity for growth and change. They don't give up easily since they know that tackling challenging situations will force them to grow and improve. It's okay if you don't know what you're doing right now, you can always pick it up. You can learn many methods. You can get assistance from other individuals. When there is something you don't know how to accomplish, you might learn by emulating the practices of others who do. Intelligent individuals avoid identifying with the mindset of failure since it is so common. Though they may not always be fully prepared for every obstacle that arises, they always try their best. These bright individuals never give up hope, even when they've been thoroughly humbled. Number 7. Not my fault. Most people shrink back from facing up to their own shortcomings. This is a typical trait among those who have low self-esteem regarding their IQ. They are unwilling to accept responsibility for their mistakes, so they shift the blame onto others. They either don't acknowledge or try to divert blame when things go wrong. Why? Because protecting their own pride is paramount to them. There's a good chance you'll hear some version of these defensive phrases on the job. Now imagine you and a coworker are tasked with creating a presentation. You want your final product to be outstanding, something that will impress your bosses. However, your teammate is simply interested in accomplishing the minimal required of them. You point out that the presentation could use some polishing, but they dismiss your concerns as not my problem. I followed all the rules. You immediately know what kind of individual you're working with. They aren't concerned with making something they can be proud of, rather, they are concerned with shielding their pride from criticism. They have no pride in their work and will do anything that is asked of them. Intelligent people exert extra effort to create outstanding results. They have confidence in their abilities and own up to their shortcomings. Intelligent people always own up to their actions, whether they were good or harmful. Thank you for watching and be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.